And so I told him that was a great idea. I was just about to send email and then... What was that?
I don't know. The television just turned off, and the lamp in the corner went out. Did the power just go out?
I think it did. Everything just went completely silent. I can't hear the hum of the refrigerator anymore. That's a strange feeling. Let me try this light switch.
Any luck?
No, nothing. It's completely dead. It looks like we have a power outage. I was right in the middle of saving a document on my computer. I hope I didn't lose my work.
Oh no, that's frustrating. My phone was charging too. Well, I guess it's not charging anymore. This is very sudden. I wonder what caused it.
My first thought is, did I do something wrong? Did I plug too many things in and blow a fuse? Maybe it's just a problem with our apartment.
That's possible. There is an easy way to check. Let's go over to the window. If it's just our apartment, we will see lights on in the other houses on our street.
Good idea. I'll go to the front window. Can you see anything from your side?
I can see Mrs. Gable's house across the street, and her windows are dark. And the small cafe on the corner, their big bright sign is turned off. I don't think it's just us, David.
I'm looking out the front now. You're right. The entire street seems to be dark. It looks like this is a bigger issue. It's probably a neighborhood-wide power cut.
Well, in a way, that's good news. It means we don't have to worry about our fuse box or wiring, but it also means we can't fix it ourselves. We have to wait for the electric company to resolve the problem.
It's not dark outside yet, since it's the middle of the day. But what should we do? Should we just sit here and wait?
We should definitely take a few practical steps, just to be prepared. We don't know how long the power will be out. First, we should find our emergency flashlights, just in case it gets dark before the power comes back on.
That's smart. Do you remember where we keep them?
I do. We have an emergency kit in the cupboard under the stairs. There should be 2 flashlights and some extra batteries in there. I'll go and get them. While I do that, you should do something else that is very important.
What's that?
You should go around and unplug our most sensitive electronic devices. Unplug the television, the computer, and the gaming console.
Why is it important to unplug them? The power is already off.
It's to protect them from something called a power surge. When the electricity comes back on, it can sometimes come back with a very strong, sudden burst of energy. This surge can damage delicate electronic circuits. It's better to be safe and unplug them.
Unplugging the electronics now. That is a great tip. I never would have thought of that. Okay, the TV and computer are unplugged. And you've found the flashlights. They both work, which is good.
Excellent. Now that we have taken the first safety precautions, our next step is to try and get some information. We need to find out what is happening.
How can we do that? We can't watch the news on television. I guess we could turn on the radio in the car.
We could, but there is a much faster and more modern way. I have my smartphone, and it's fully charged. The Wi-Fi is down, of course, because the router has no power, but I can use my cellular data to access the internet.
Of course, our phones. What are you going to look for?
I am going to go to the website of our electricity provider. Most utility companies have a special section on their website for power outages. They often have an outage map.
An outage map? What is that?
It's a live map of the area that shows exactly which neighborhoods are without power. It also usually provides information on the cause of the outage and, most importantly, an estimated time of restoration. That's the time they think the power will be back on.
That is so useful. Are you on the website now? Can you find our area on the map?
Yes, I am on their site now. And yes, I can see the outage map. Wow, it looks like a very large area is affected. It seems our entire district and even the next one over are all red, which means they have no power.
So it's a major outage. Do they say what caused it? Did a squirrel chew through a wire?
It's a little more serious than a squirrel. It says here that the cause is damage to a major power line due to high winds. It must be from that storm we had last night. A large tree probably fell and knocked down a power line somewhere.
That makes sense. The wind was incredibly strong last night. So, the big question, do they give an estimated time of restoration? When will we be back to normal?
Let me see. It says here that their crews have been dispatched to the location to make repairs. However, due to the extent of the damage, the estimated restoration time is 6 p.m. this evening.
6 o'clock this evening. That is hours from now. I was hoping it would just be for a few minutes. This changes our entire day.
It does. A long power outage requires a bit of planning. The first thing we need to think about is the food in our refrigerator and freezer.
You're right. I just went grocery shopping yesterday. The fridge is full. I should open it and see if everything is still cold.
Stop! Don't open the door. That is the most important rule during a power outage. You must keep the refrigerator and freezer doors closed as much as possible.
But why? I just want to have a quick look inside.
Every time you open the door, you let all the cold air out and let warm air in. A refrigerator is insulated. If you keep the door closed, it will stay cold inside and keep the food safe for about 4 hours.
Only 4 hours? What about the freezer? We have a lot of frozen meat and vegetables in there.
The freezer is much better. A freezer that is half full will keep food frozen for about 24 hours. If the freezer is completely full, it can stay frozen for up to 48 hours, as long as you do not open the door. So, whatever you do, resist the temptation to peek inside.
Okay, no opening the fridge or the freezer. I understand. My next problem is that I am so bored already. The power has only been out for a few minutes, and I already miss the internet. My laptop is useless without Wi-Fi.
I know. It's amazing how much we rely on electricity for our entertainment. No television, no music streaming, no video games, no Wi-Fi. It feels strange to be so disconnected.
It really does. What are we going to do for the next several hours? Just sit here and stare at each other?
We could, or we could see this as an opportunity. It's a chance to do things that don't require a screen. It can be a nice break, actually.
What do you have in mind? What kind of activities can we do?
Well, for a start, we could read. I have that new book I've been wanting to start. There is plenty of natural light from the window. Or we could play a board game. I think we still have Scrabble and Monopoly in the closet.
A board game. That's a great idea. We haven't played a board game in years. It could be really fun. It would be a nice change from just watching movies.
It would be. This whole experience makes me realize how unprepared we are for situations like this. We have flashlights, but that's about it.
I was just thinking the same thing. What if this happened in the middle of a cold winter night? We would have no heating. We are not very prepared for a real emergency.
We are not. Maybe we can use some of this quiet time to make a list. We can plan a proper emergency preparedness kit for the future so we are ready for the next time this happens.
That is a fantastic and very productive idea. Let's do it. What should be on the list? You already mentioned flashlights and extra batteries. What else?
A battery-powered or hand-crank radio is a very good idea. That way, we can still get news updates if our phone batteries die. We should also have a good first aid kit.
That's a must-have. And what about for our phones? We should get a portable power bank. A good one can recharge a phone several times. That would be so useful right now.
A power bank is an excellent addition to the list. We should also have a supply of bottled water and some non-perishable food, like canned goods and energy bars that don't require cooking or refrigeration.
Speaking of food, I am starting to get a little hungry. What can we have for lunch? We can't use the stove or the microwave, and you said we can't open the refrigerator.
I said we shouldn't open it unnecessarily, but if we need to get food, we can. We just need to be very fast. We should decide what we want before we open the door, then open it, grab the items as quickly as possible, and close it immediately.
Okay, a quick surgical strike on the fridge. I can do that. So what can we eat that doesn't need cooking?
Sandwiches are a perfect option. We have bread in the bread box. We could quickly grab some cheese and some ham from the fridge. We also have some apples and bananas in the fruit bowl on the counter.
That sounds like a great lunch. It's simple and requires no electricity. We can have an indoor picnic.
I love that idea. Let's make it fun. This doesn't have to be a miserable experience. We can adapt and make the best of the situation. I'll get the bread. You prepare for the fast fridge opening mission.
This is actually quite nice. Eating our sandwiches by the window, with no noise from the television or anything else. It's very peaceful.
I agree. It forces you to slow down and just talk. We should do this more often, even when the power is on.
Maybe Wait, did you see that? The lamp just flickered.
I saw it, and I can hear something. Is that the refrigerator? It is. The power is back on.
Hooray! That is the best sound I have heard all day. Look, the lights are on. They fixed it much earlier than they estimated. That's fantastic.
It is. I am very relieved. The first thing I am going to do is plug my phone in to charge. But you know what? I am also very glad this happened.
You are glad the power went out? Why?
Because it was a good wake-up call. It showed us that we need to be more prepared. Before we get back to our normal, electricity-filled lives, let's finish writing the list for our emergency kit. I don't want to forget anything we talked about.
You are absolutely right. Let's finish the list now. And tomorrow, I am definitely going out to buy the best power bank I can find. I will not be caught with a dead phone in the next power outage.